Ladies, have you ever received a from a man that made your heart flutter for a second only to feel confused, annoyed, or even disappointed right after? You are not alone. There are certain text messages that men send not because they genuinely care, but because they want a reaction, a hit of attention, a moment of validation. And if you're not careful, your reply could actually reward the wrong behavior instead of raising your standards. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through for extremely common, extremely annoying texts that women receive from men, and more importantly, I'll show you exactly what to say in return, so that you protect your self-worth, keep your feminine power, and actually increase his respect for you. This isn't about games, this is about emotional self-respect. And when you respond from that place, you don't just teach a man how to treat you, you become unforgettable. You become the woman who changes the room without even speaking, the one who makes men think twice before sending a low-effort text because they know you are not the one to play with. Miss you, but he's been distant. This one is sneaky. You haven't heard from him in days, maybe even weeks. He's been cold, distant, inconsistent, and suddenly, out of nowhere, you get that one-liner. Miss you, and for a moment, your heart skips. You feel special, hopeful. You think maybe he's realized what he had, maybe he finally understands your worth. You might even screenshot it and send it to your best friend, smiling with butterflies in your stomach. But slow down, gorgeous, because here's what's really happening. This is not a genuine emotional investment. This is a validate me text sent in moments when he's feeling lonely, bored, or insecure and wants a little emotional snack, not a meal, not a real connection, just attention. A temporary boost to his ego while you hold on to the idea of connection. So how should you reply? That's sweet of you. Short, kind, feminine, but most importantly, powerful. You don't say, miss you too. You don't dive into conversation. You don't give him what he's fishing for. You simply receive the compliment and leave it at that. You stay in your power. You don't chase crumbs because you're not the woman who clings to temporary comfort. You're the woman who waits for real effort. You're the woman who knows her worth and isn't available for empty words. You require consistency, not convenience, and he'll feel that. He'll recognize you're no longer the same woman who settles for illusions. You are the woman who requires substance. Hey, I've been thinking about you after ghosting you. Let's call this the back from the dead text. This is when a guy suddenly pops up in your inbox after disappearing for weeks, even months. No explanation, no apology, no ownership, just this little line, hey, I've been thinking about you. Sounds sweet, right? Wrong. This is emotional manipulation dressed as sentimentality. He wants to reset the connection without doing the hard work. He wants to skip accountability and pick up where he left off. He wants access to you without effort. He's hoping you've been waiting in silence, longing for his return so he doesn't have to rebuild the bridge he burned, but this time you set the tone and here's the perfect response. Well, duh, it's playful, cheeky, but it also holds power. It subtly says, I know you've been thinking about me, of course you have. I'm unforgettable, I'm rare. I'm the woman who lives rent-free in your mind, but don't expect me to melt. Just because you remembered me after vanishing, you're letting him know if he wants back into your world, he's going to have to earn it with time, action, and consistency. You're not a reset button, you're a whole experience that can't be skipped over. This kind of response shows emotional maturity and self-worth. It keeps your energy protected. It keeps your standards high and your crown on straight. Hey, and that's it. Let's be honest, when a man sends you just one word like hey, it says more than you think. This is not a message, it's a poke, a tap, a breadcrumb, a lazy flick of attention that carries no real intention, no depth, no effort, no value. And sadly, many women jump to respond eagerly, hoping it will lead to more. But here's what you do instead. You match the energy, but also infuse it with your natural, joyful, feminine radiance. Show that you are open and warm, but not desperate or available for low effort. Now here's the catch. If he follows up with a real conversation, great. That means he might be testing the waters, but if he sends nothing after that, don't double text. Don't chase, don't feed the silence. Let it be, because men are watching your response patterns. If he learns that he can send the bare minimum and get your full attention, he will. But if he learns that your attention is earned, you instantly become high value in his eyes. You become the woman who isn't impressed by breadcrumbs, the woman who holds space for a real meal, not digital snacks. Your attention is sacred and not everyone gets access to it, and that energy is magnetic. What are you up to at 11 p.m. after no contact all day? Ladies, this is the flake text, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You had plans, he went silent, no messages all day, no updates, no follow-through. Then suddenly, when the night is almost over, he slides into your messages with hey, what are you up to? Excuse me. He's pretending like nothing was planned, like your time doesn't matter, like he can just drop in when it suits him. It's a form of casual disrespect where he assumes you're just waiting around hoping he'll show up. Here's how you respond with elegance and confidence in my pajamas about to sleep. Simple, direct queen energy. If he replies with I was hoping to see you drop the mic with I thought we were catching up earlier, but since I didn't hear from you, I figured you had a flaky moment. Wink. Let's break down the magic of this response. You gently call him out on being unreliable without being rude. You show that you notice patterns and you value your time. You still keep your tone soft and playful through the wink. That wink is high feminine energy. It says, I'm not angry, I'm just not impressed, and that is irresistible. It tells him that you are not emotionally reactive, but you are emotionally aware. You're not here to beg for time, you're here to be prioritized. Final words. Step into your feminine power, my love. Let's be real, texting isn't just about emojis and small talk. It's an energy exchange, a glimpse into the kind of relationship a man is trying to build with you or not. Every text he sends you is a question he's asking silently. How deeply does she value herself? Will she lower her standards just to feel chosen? Can I keep access to her without truly earning it? But now you're awake, you know who you are. You are no longer entertaining low-effort men from a place of lack or loneliness. You don't operate from fear, you operate from abundance, from clarity, from your queen energy. Because the high-value woman you are becoming, she doesn't chase, she chooses. She doesn't respond to breadcrumb attention with desperation. She replies with grace, clarity, and unshakable self-worth. She doesn't question her place in anyone's life, she holds space for those who choose her with intention. So when he sends you a half-hearted hey or a late-night wide, you don't shrink, you rise. Because you, my beautiful soul, are not here to convince someone to value you, you are here to be met at your level. To be chosen without begging, to be loved without confusion. So, next time a man texts you from a place of uncertainty or ego, remember this: you deserve consistency, not chaos. You deserve emotional depth, not digital crumbs. You deserve to be pursued, not puzzled. And if he can't give you that, wish him well, and walk away like the queen you are. You are not here to be someone's maybe, you are a once-in-a-lifetime woman, a rare energy. A divine force. Know your power, own your worth, and never settle for anything less than a love that feels like peace. Let me know in the comments, have you ever gotten one of these texts? How did you respond? What changed when you started responding from your power instead of your fear?